Welcome to your training, the Comfort Killers training, success mindset, building a success mindset in 3 steps. Okay, before I get into the meat of the training, I want to tell you a little bit about myself. I am Stacey A. Cross. There's no E in my name. I am an author, and I am the founder of the Comfort Killers. Before that, though, it wasn't always pretty. It was shitty. I was addicted to gambling for 9 years. This really took apart, broke apart pieces of me inside of me and got me to my lowest point. The lowest point, though, what I come to realize is that there's always someone lower than your lowest point. And that is one technique in the success mind, the rehabilitation, the revolution of your mind that we're going to get into today. But I was at my lowest point, and my lowest point meant that my confidence was pretty low. When I talk about picking up the phone and speaking to family, I didn't want to. So then there was despair, there was depression there, and there was really not, I couldn't live up to my potential. You ever, you see someone and you're like, man, they're confident. He or she, they're pretty confident. You could tell in their stance, in their posture, and their delivery of communication. I didn't have that. I was slumped over. I didn't really want to look anyone in the eye, so I was kind of always all over the place. And I didn't really want anyone to find out what I was doing with my time. That's how you know it's wrong. When you have to hide something from someone, it is dumb wrong. If you can't do, the first few times I hit the casino, though, I was proud. Put a camera on the casino. We take photos by the slots. And then after a while, you're here all the time. And I remember one time when someone at my employer, my work, he said, I see you a lot. And I was like, what do you mean? 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 Someone found me. And I was like, where do you see me a lot? And he was like, at the casino. And at the time I was going to the casino to compress these feelings of wrongness and that I was doing. I would drink, of course, I would smoke. I was doing something, I was doing drugs, okay? And it was to feel good. It was to try to, compress the feelings of feeling bad and feel good because, the biochemicals in my body would change with the drug. So I would try to make logic out of it with the drugs, So I would go in there every day. And when I didn't have money, I found the money. When I didn't have the money, I found the money. And I was so resourceful at it, Stacey, what are you doing today? Nothing, nothing, And then my true self is not a very good liar. So people figured me out after a while. They, what happened to your money? Why is there eviction notice? Why can't you come to a lot of events that are happening? Why can't you see your family? Well, because I'm broke. Okay, that's the bottom line. I am broke. Not only am I broke, I am underneath the ground because not only am I now borrowing and getting money and getting more money, I'm putting more in the dirt, more in the casino life, and I'm not getting ahead. So I knew it, I felt it, and it was at my lowest point after 9 years, and I am thousands in debt. I mean, mega thousands in debt. And I believe the first time that I checked and I did a fact check and a reality check was when I went into my account and seen how much I pulled out, how much overdraft fee, how many payday loans I got. I mean, I went inside the account and did all of that, and I was like, bro, you gotta be kidding me. I could have bought a freaking house with this. I could have went on a few vacations. I could have done something fantastical. I could have started a few businesses. So that was my lowest point, where it affected my spirituality, my finances, my mentality, my health. My health was at an all-time low. I'm talking about lethargic to the 5th power. And what you're going to find out is that when you're elevating yourself at a higher level of activity, and you're really living into your own, and you're designing your life, and you're making a difference out there, and you're feeling great, and you're focused on health, wealth, and happiness, and you're doing good in the community and in society, you have tons of energy. But when you're doing some things that are not, aligned with who you are, and it's not in alignment with success, and it's not in alignment with ethics, it's not in alignment with going forward and moving forward, you feel lethargic. So in the afternoon, I'm sleep, hours. If I didn't have any money to gamble, I am going to bed, okay? I'm going to sleep. So I said, Stace, this is the reality. You're freaking up. You're failing. You're not doing well. And there's many that needs to come to that point, because the first step of building a success mindset is looking around at your environment, at what you created, and saying to yourself, it's fucked up. Okay? It's not good. I don't feel good. I am not doing well. I am not living my best life. My account, look at my account. My health account, look at my health account. That's depleting. Okay? These are the real questions in the assessment portion of your life. So the first thing that you need to do is grab a piece of paper and get real with yourself and write down in 3 categories: health, wealth, happiness, and see, hey, listen, am I living my best life in the health category? Okay, if the last time you even thought about walking around the block, going, exercising, and the thing is, you may be doing good in your health category, but what are you doing in your wealth category? What are you doing in your happiness category? All these categories have to be aligned. So the first thing that you need to do is to get real with yourself. Okay, because honesty and integrity with yourself, the true power of yourself, is really about observation. What is reality? What are you getting? So if it ain't right, don't say it's right. That's the first step. Because when you do that, you could take 100% responsibility for what's on that piece of paper. It's no longer trying to get high. You're not trying to repress it. You're not trying to hide it away in a closet like nobody knows and nobody's gonna go, You're not trying to make rhymes with it. It just is what it is. So there's one side where it's as is, okay? As is, it is what it is, and then as it ought to be. So you're thinking here, man, life ought to be fair. Life ought to have this and this and that. It ought to be easy. I ought to get promoted. I ought to have more money in my account. I ought to be on my way to success right now. I ought to have that job. I ought to have this body weight that I so long for. I ought to be with my family. I ought to be taking vacations. I ought to have that business that I dreamed of. I ought to be going through with my passions. I ought to have finished school already. It's ought to. We're not dealing with ought tos when it comes to self-assessment. We're dealing with as is. How is as is right now? So health, wealth, and happiness category, get honest. Write it out, because I had to do it. I had to do it. Everyone has to do it. So when you pull back and you take control of the reality that you're in, the car's broken down, okay? You're spending more money on this and that thing, okay? Maybe you're into drugs. Maybe you're into alcohol. Maybe you're into hanging out, okay? Maybe you're into the wrong crowd. Maybe you're doing things that do not return profits. And I'm not talking just profits when it comes to greens, okay? I'm talking profits in your health, okay? I'm talking profits in your joy and enthusiasm. Those are the profits we're talking about. What's my ROI here? If you're not getting any ROI, and ROI stands for return on investment. So if you go to the club every weekend for 4 years, what is your return on investment for going to the club every weekend for 4 years? You didn't even meet your man. You didn't even meet the girl of your dreams there. Why? Because it's dark, everybody's high, everybody's drunk, everybody wants a good time, pump up, let's go home. Monday sucks, Sunday we sleep all day. So that's where you have to figure out, what is the assessment? What is as is? What is right now? And don't lie. Don't try to do the shortcuts, because this is the first step in breaking the delusions that you currently have. in your life. And I'm telling you, you are delusional. I was delusional. If I wasn't delusional, why would I keep going on to this casino, trying to pump more dollars in, spending money on more drugs to feel a little better, doing something that I know is not getting me a positive ROI. In fact, I'm getting a negative return on investment. The time that I've put in there is time that I will never get back. Time is that asset, the commodity, the one commodity that you will never ever get back. So how are you investing or spending your time? What activities? Are you in front of the TV every minute of the day? Oh, my show, the Real Housewives of this, Africa, the Real Housewives of Atlanta, the Real Housewives of this. Oh, I gotta watch this, I gotta watch this. Well, guess what, buddy? You are watching someone live out their dream. You're watching other people live out their dream. Now it's cool, right? And I shut the shit down. The first time I looked at my as is, health, wealth, and happiness category, I looked at it, I said, holy smokes, look how much time I'm watching TV. Look how much time I'm doing this, just laying around, watching sports events. My thing was, when I realized that people invest so much time in watching all these athletes do their thing, man, these guys are like burning it up on the field, doing what they love. They're happy as hell. They lose a game, okay. They win a game, okay. They're making millions, you're making shit. But then here's the thing. When you and I watch it, we get mad. Oh my God, my team lost. The Knicks lost. Holy shit. What am I going to do on Monday? I hate my life. I'm going to punch the wall. Maybe you don't have it that bad. I've seen people this bad. Their team won Sunday Night Football. It lost. Their team lost Sunday night. They're happy when their team wins. They are mad. So that means something has control over you. And people know more about an athlete's stat. Okay, what college did they come from? Okay, how much passes? What's their field goal? How much is their hitter? No quitter hitter. They know more stats about the athlete than they do. They know their stats on their paycheck, and that shit is wrong. It's totally absurd. So we know more about things that don't return an investment in our lives than we do about the things that return investments in our life. And then it goes back to you. Where do you work? What do you do? Are you in a position that you love? See, my theory on this thing, my whole damn thing on this thing is you don't have to love it, okay? But you have to perform in it. And you have to get the growth out of it. I am sick and tired of people that walk inside a place that they aimlessly got the job there. No, they had to put in the resume. They went to the interview. They probably went to a couple interviews, and they smiled their shiny little yellow teeth off. Yes, this is what I want. This is what I'm going to do here. This is how I'm going to make an impact. Customer service is my favorite. I have great interpersonal skills. Oh, I am multifaceted. I have skills in sales. I can do it, boss. 3 months later, they're the worst freaking employee, dragging everyone else down, negative as hell. They always got some shit to talk. Talk about the customers, talk about their coworkers, talk about their boss, talk about their pay, talk about everything other than building something. So that's not a conversation that gets ROI. Do you understand? That is a conversation I don't need to be in. So I started looking at myself in my place of employment under the wealth category. Who am I hanging with? What conversations am I in? People think their wealth category is about putting their stats in their 401k. I don't give a fuck. Sometimes we're starting at zero. So where is this wealth category? Where are you going to pull this wealth from? You're pulling wealth from having a wealthy attitude inside of your place of enjoyment. Maybe not your place of employment. Maybe you don't enjoy it, but you're going to love to enjoy that shit because guess what? You're going to develop there. You're going to play the game there, and you're going to get major skills there. And I don't care where you work. Health, wealth, happiness. You wrote it down. Get real. That's the first thing. Get real and assess, because I'm telling you, the moment you get real is the moment you take 100% responsibility for your life. There is no other way. And if you think there's another way, oh, the game got you messed up. YouTube got you. Oh, people think things are easy. Oh, they make it seem easy. Okay? I'm going to tell you right now. Personal development, self-improvement, getting uncomfortable, getting outside of your comfort zone. The comfort killers ain't easy. I was like, damn, what did I do creating a company like this? I could have any other company. I chose a company that allows me to move outside of my comfort zone on a daily basis. What am I stagnating on? And that when it gets inside your head, this is the ultimate switch. When you're telling yourself, bitch, what are you doing? Bro, really though? See, right now, you're inside, your mindset is telling you, it's cool. Yeah, what's this gonna hurt? It ain't gonna hurt. That's what your mindset is doing right now, because your mindset is so standard and comfortable and status quo that anything that pushes against it, like even this video, right? Anything that pushes against it, you're gonna be like, oh, hell no. Hell no, what is she talking about? I'm living a wonderful life. And then when you get real with yourself and you put these things down and you start writing and be like, man, this thing is affecting me. And, and the bottom line is a lot of it that we keep and we hold and what's been attracting to us is some things that we probably accepted in our early life, like as kids, I remember a story of my mom. She single mom working. Well, she was married. My father was still living in Jamaica, but he wasn't with us in the house. 1 bedroom, 3 kids, and she was busting her ass, working 2 jobs, making sure that we went to the dentist, making sure that we went to school, making sure that we had food in our mouths. Man, she was working. So in the summer, I like to go out and play. I like to go out and run around with the rest of the kids in the neighborhood, figure out how we could have some fun for the day. So my mom, being a great person she is, she left us some allowance money. She'd leave it in the kitchen. That was like the happiest day when we went to the kitchen and saw the allowance. But here's the thing. My mom, I have 2 older brothers, one in the middle and then an older brother. So I'm the youngest girl, okay? And so she would leave a little more for my older brother. The middle brother, he would get either the same amount or a little bit less, but I think usually the same amount. But I would get a little bit. If they got $5 each, I would get 2. And I'm like, I got mad one day. And I was pissed off. And I'm like, I'm not taking this no more. I was damn near 11 years old or 12 years old, probably even younger than that. And I said, no. I want more money like them. And she chased my ass around the goddamn house, the apartment, and thank God I was fast, because she was to whoop my ass for going against the standards. And what standards are that? What is the status quo of that? I have to accept that because I'm younger, or because I'm a woman or a girl, little girl, I don't get as much as my older brothers. That pissed me off. But it's something that I had to accept. No right or wrong on her, because that's the mindset she had. Okay? No wrong or right or wrong on these people that you accept. It's not for us to look back and blame them and say, damn, ma, if you treat me like an equal, I would live my life a little better. It's not that. It's not that. We're not going back in time. We're not going to go back in time and just be like, I hate everyone. Why did you do that? Why did you let me accept this belief? But there are beliefs that we accepted unconsciously, subconsciously, consciously, that it plays out in our adult life, in our everyday life. And that's why sometimes when you're in a group of people, you decide to talk last or something, or you're just like, or you can't look in someone. All of these things come to terms with how you were raised and I'm talking about, you're not just raised by your parents, okay? You are raised by TV. You are raised by media. You are raised by the government. You are raised by your teachers. If your teachers, had a certain mindset or had a certain belief, that's what and especially if that was your favorite teacher, oh, you took it. You're raised by the schools. You're raised by cousins. You're raised by your auntie that told you one little thing, and you accepted it. But the most we heard as kids is the word no. Man, no. We were so adventurous, man. We will jump off of bridges as kids. Thank God for that word no, right? No, don't do that. Don't post that. Don't touch that figurine. Okay? So it's not a part of just going back in time and blaming and complaining about it. Accept it. It is what it is. Okay? That's the as is project. Is knowing that we've accepted what is happening now in our life. And the second step is taking 100% responsibility for the life that you have now. Are you able to take 100% responsibility for the life that you have now? And I mean, I'm not talking about segments of your life. Like, okay, I take responsibility for my income, but I'm not going to take responsibility for that, for something else. Oh, it was because of this and that is the reason why I'm here like this, and I'm not going to take responsibility for it. I was supposed to get that promotion at work, but my boss did A, B, C, and D, and I'm not going to take responsibility for that. It doesn't work like that. You can't take 95% responsibility. You can't take 5% responsibility. You can't even take 50% responsibility. Not even 99.9999% responsibility. You must take 100% responsibility in order to change the course of your life. Are you with me or are you not with me? So what does that look like? That looks like, for me, I was like, shit, I'm a gambler and I'm addicted and my income sucks because I'm a gambler, and I'm on drugs and to make me feel better because I'm a gambler, and I'm not living my fullest potential because I'm a gambler. There's an addiction notice on the door, and because, yes, it's my fault. So I took it, and yes, it's my fault. So everything that I was reading on the paper, oh man, this is my fault. So my goal was, how can I change this? How can I change this? So number 2 of changing the mindset into a success mindset, after you get with the as is, after you get with the reality of where you are and what you don't like, and you put it on that piece of paper and say, you know what, I take responsibility for all of this. And then the second thing is understanding that you are such a genius, even in this bad situation that you just outlined here on this beautiful lined piece of paper. What do I mean by that? Well, my friends, what does that mean? It means that we plant seeds in the dirt. What does that mean? When we plant seeds in the dirt, just like anything else planted in the dirt, something is going to pop out. Okay? The seeds that we planted before in our lives was one of, status quo, was comfortable, was, standard, was general, was average seeds. So we got average or below average growth, okay? So everything's still changing, right? We live in a universe where it's so dynamic and all these energies are changing. Your reality is changing. Some people will say, hey, but I keep getting the same thing. Well, it's changing to the same things because you keep planting those seeds. The moment that we took responsibility, we're planting new seeds. But we have to go back and assess those seeds that we planted and say, okay, it does work. You do get something, okay? You put little action in, you get little results out. It's this commonality. So we are governed by universal laws. And that's one thing that I started looking at. okay, there's some universal laws here that's governing. If I jump out this window, I am going to fall on the ground and say splat, okay? What other universal laws are happening? Well, there's the law of attraction, the law of cause and effect, right? The law of averages, the law of karma, the law of, there's so many laws. And I was like, I'm interested in learning these laws, okay? A law of prosperity, okay? So one thing you have to do is look back and say, oh shit, I've gotten everything that I asked for. And that's why I'm taking responsibility. I asked for this because of, look at my actions here. I asked for this and it gave it to me. The universe complied without, immutable, right? And gave me what I wanted. But you have to find the genius in that. Here's my genius in the way I was operating. I went to the casino every day, nonstop. Sometimes 18 hours, 20 hours, no sleep, up, energetic. So I said to myself, well, if I could be energetic and up in this thing that's causing me some destruction, that gave me seeds or growth that I don't want now, what if I'm energetic, positive, and just going at it in something that I want growth in? You start thinking, shit, man, I'm a genius. How do I wake up in the AM with $0, right? And then get enough money and funds to fund my gambling addiction every day? Oh my God. I'm a natural persuasiver, natural, right? Natural salesperson. I get what I want. I hustle for it. So what if I do that on another side for something positive? I could do that. Wow. This is awesome. Look how great I am. What about when I go to the casino? Not only am I there for long hours, that I keep going back, because I know that that there will be a time that I'm gonna benefit from this. Well, what about if I go that hard for something that's positive, and something that's constructive in my life? Oh my gosh, Stace! And then I started looking. I just redirected that, and I looked at those negatives, and I changed them, and I said, okay, well, now I'm going to start planting positive seeds for something that I believe in. For me, it was creating a company, the Comfort Killers. For you, it may be going on a health journey. For you, it may be starting a company, being an entrepreneur. For you, it may be rising above new heights in your career. For you, it may be about writing that book. For you, I don't know what it is, what these goals are, but after you take responsibility, you could see that you had an inner genius the entire time. And let's talk about genius, because the word itself is awesome, right? So the genius is within. If you read those old stories, the genie in a bottle, you rub the bottle, the side of the bottle, and then boom, there's a genie that pops out, blue guy, right? Blue, ooh, give me your 3 wishes. Well, I'm telling you, rub yourself, because you are the genie in your bottle, because you are a genius and you got it in your genetics and your genes. Okay, so be genuine when it comes to understanding who you are and the real power that you have within. Personal development and self-improvement is the core to success, is the core. No one did it without personal development and self-improvement. That's what I said. Holy shit, I got to work on myself. I got to do things that I can control. I can control what time I get up, right? I can't control what my boss says, okay? I can't control how, everyone else will do in their life, but I can control me and my actions. So the first thing I'm going to work on is myself. And that's what self-improvement does, is develop a personal growth plan. At each level you get up in the personal growth plan, you look back at yourself and say, who the hell was that? Because you have elevated and raised your consciousness through personal development. And that's what the Comfort Killers is all about. It's about a constant personal development plan. No, it never ends. No, your journey to success never ends because you are already successful. And then when you start realizing that, that's when more pushes out of you. You could do more. Oh, things that unimaginable. You know, you could get up on stage and speak in front of 500 people, 1,000 people, 5,000 people, 25,000 people. You could throw a concert like Beyonce because you realize that you have this inner personal power. And let's talk about it in a term of a banana peel. See, here's the deal. As personal development grows, you start shedding and letting go of limiting beliefs, right? You're limiting yourself. Oh, you say the word can't a million times. You start looking at your language or your thoughts and saying, wait, why am I thinking these negative thoughts? You start peeling away. Okay? You want to get to the root. I want to eat this banana, okay? See, the banana is nutritious. You want to get to the real self, the power self, okay? You got to peel away at the self-limiting beliefs. You got to peel away at those falsehoods that you put, the falsifications that you put on yourself, the doubt that you put on yourself, the shitty attitude that you put on yourself, okay? That's what personal development does. It's a self-discovery journey, man. Oh, you thought you was just going to jump in here and forget about the mindset that you had. Okay, no. That mindset got you where you are right now. And what you have to do is start peeling back at it. Start finding the beauty in everything. And that's in my book. My book, The Comfort Killers, Your Journey to Success, How to Change Your Life Using Tools You Already Have, is using the tools that you have inside. And I'm telling you right now, it's going to be a lonely journey. I was just watching the game, the Warriors, and they won. And I said to myself, and I was sitting with someone, and she said, man, we ain't watched no TV in that 2 years of personal development. Like when I had to press stop on everything and just dive in, I didn't do anything. I cut my cable off. I did things that were, ridiculous. It sounded ridiculous. What is Stacy doing? Oh, she is so ridiculous. She doesn't want to go watch a movie. She's turning me down for every event. No, because you know what I did? I started focusing on me. And when you focus on you, people will change. They will try. So I didn't watch any TV. I didn't watch any games. I didn't, my team was the Knicks. I didn't know no stats. I didn't care about it because I was focused on me and developing me. Okay? And that's how selfish you got to be. See, a lot of people use the word and they hear the word selfish and they say, oh my God, that's against our moral standards. You got to be selfless. You got to be no, I'm telling you, be selfish. Because you've been giving out pieces of yourself to everyone else. You come back, you ain't got shit. And you're there like, oh my God, all I need is some of me. You gave everything out. You got to put you first. You are number one. And I learned that and I said, holy moly. I started using 1990 slang. Like, whoa, that is whack. And so we watched the game, and I kind of apologized to the person because I put her through it. And I said, you didn't get to watch TV too because you were in my environment. And she said, no, don't apologize because that was the best time. It's when you're not worried about what's new. You're not worried about the flow of somebody else. You're not worried about being in the trend. You're not worried about being a follower. You keep on going on your path, on your development. You start opening your mind to that. So the first thing is get as is. Second thing is make that commitment and say, you know what? I take 100% responsibility for my life, for everything in it, for my thoughts, my visualization, my actions, all of that. But look at the old seed that you grew and see what you got and understand that there was still genius in that. You had to go through that. Like you have to plant your seeds in the dirt. The dirt are the problems, and problems ain't shit but a bunch of facts and realities that you're scared to look at. Because once you look at it, it changes. Once you look at anything, it changes. Why? Because you're confronting it. Confronting is just really bringing it up close and saying, oh, damn. You know what? And here's the thing, I used to avoid bill collectors. I used to avoid them like the plague. I was scared. How did someone on the other side of a phone immediately make you scared, make you fear? Bill, you see the call, you see this is your phone. You pay for your phone, right? Someone calls you, you get all these feelings inside. That's something wrong with that, right? There's something really wrong with that. So you would avoid them. Hey, go to voicemail, And then I realized there's another person on the other line, man. They have a need, I have a need. Let's try to figure this thing out. So what I did was I really started to confront it. Hey, what's up? Yeah, honestly, yep. All right, so here's what I could do. You could get $10 a month, $25 a month. How does that sound? No? All right, that's what I could do. You want to call me back if you feel like you could do the same? All right. Okay. Thank you. Matter of fact, yeah, that's not going to be a good day for me. Call me back on this day. All right? Bye. Okay, bye. You know what I mean? So it's about really taking control of everything. And things that you think that you can't take control of, things that used to scare you, you have to take control of that. You have to confront it. Yes, you have to go in that closet. That closet is definitely scary. Okay? So I want you to know that we are with you. I am with you. I am 100% with you on this journey. Everyone had to do it. You're not going to be the scapegoat that think that you're going to get to this level over here without going through personal development. It's not going to happen. And I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but you see how many books I have over there. Where is it? Over there. Oh, no. Damn, this video. Over there. You see how many books I have over there. I am dedicated to this. I am dedicated to it for my whole life. Because once I took that responsibility, I knew it was going to be a lifelong journey of developing growth, changing my mindset, raising my consciousness. The books that I started with in the beginning, though, are totally different from the books that I'm eating now. Okay? So I started the podcast, the Stacey A. Cross Show, and I want you to subscribe to that, Health, Wealth, and Happiness. So I want to give you now the third thing. We're rolling up on a 45-minute video. This is crazy. Stacey just gave you 45 minutes of excellence. Right now we're at 35. Let's bump it up to 45, give you the last success mindset tip that I'm going to give you right now. And it's going to be 4 ways that you could start changing the mindset immediately. Okay, you have to take time out and you have to do these 4 things. You don't have to take a lot of time, because I took so much time to do this, because man, I was trying everything. When you want it bad, you're gonna lift up under the crevice of the belly of the beast. You're gonna go in there, you're gonna be like, man, I gotta do this. But I want you to look at this as just an add-on, but it's necessary to do one of these 4 things on a daily, consistent basis. Okay. The first thing is visualization. Okay. You're imagining the life that you want. Okay. We wrote it down. We wrote down what is. Now we got to write down what was. But you could speed that process up. And once you go through my program, we're going to learn about goals. We're going to learn about, of course, goal setting. We're going to learn about changing your attitude and all of that. We're going to get down to the principles and techniques of all of that. And if you work with me through my coaching program, we're really going to get specifics, because then I'll learn more about you and maybe the challenges that you're having, not problems, challenges that you're having right now, and how we could work out of that, right? So I have a group coaching and I have one-on-one coaching. And if you're interested, you need to hit me up. hello@thecomfortkillers.com. Hit me up, because I want to be your personal coach. I want to be there for you when I want to see those changes with you. And accountability is so huge. When you have someone to walk with, and I had a couple accountability partners in my journey, and one is a great mentor of mine right now. I had to get that coach. And you may look at it like, oh, I could do it by myself. You're going to take longer, man. You know, you see how long it took you in terms of years of doing this other thing, right? That got you the bad news bears, right? Well, look how long it could possibly take. You need to unearth all these things inside, you know, and get that strength, get that power, get that being of who you are, that personal well-being. We need you to be a stable person in society that just emanates goodness and emanates responsibility and emanates success, because that alone will help someone else, you know. That alone will do it. So visualization is one of them. And if you get my book, you're going to I go through them in detail. So here, the link is in the box here, or the link is below, or somewhere I have the link to purchase my book. But purchase the book, because it's going to go through these 4 things. And positive self-talk is another one. So I do it through a technique called non-CAT. Not one negative comment, action, or thought is non-CAT. And I know it sounds like Thundercats, but I do give it to you and let you understand what that is. It took me a while to go through non-CAT, because once we take control of even our thoughts, and not just control it, but just guide it and understand it, acknowledge it, and take responsibility for even the thoughts that we're thinking, you know. And it could be as simple as just saying, damn, I hate that guy. You know, you just walk, you're not even saying it. You're just thinking, I hate that guy. Why? What is that thought? Where is that thought coming from? You negative ass. What are you thinking? Okay. You know, or this traffic sucks. You know, you're thinking this traffic sucks, or I hate my job, or, you know, I wish I could do better. You know, these negative, those are weak thoughts. So what visualization will do will help you that, but positive self-talk also will help, because once you're saying things to yourself, you're automatically thinking them. You try to attach a picture, you try to attach a thought, these energies do it. So you know what, I am great. I actually have here my manifesto. It's on this wall, and it says here, you know, I safeguard my assets relentlessly. Okay, and it says here, I do not engage in gossip, small talk, or jealous-driven conversations with anyone. Okay, you know, and you start saying that, these positive self-talk, and I am great. I take massive action towards my goals daily. And I have a program, it's 21 affirmations, and it's an audio and ebook program. And you know, I want you to jump in there and grab that for a limited time. And that right there, you can go in the Comfort Killers back end to get that. And the back end is 100% free for you. So you're gonna get an email after this video, and that helps you to navigate the back end of being a comfort killer. So that's 2 of them: positive self-talk, visualization. The third one is meditation. Okay, don't be afraid of meditation. At first I was, because I'm like, oh snap, what am I gonna do here? But you can start out on YouTube with guided meditation, 30 minutes, 15 minutes. Even Paul McKenna, I think, has a great one, Change Your Life in 7 Days. These are great. See, I pop up, I have a little saying that comes up that helps me. You see what I'm saying? These are little techniques and tricks. I'm glad it came up during this telecast here. So definitely you want to do meditation, and you can start off beginner, intermediate. I don't know where you are in meditation, or even if you know what meditation is, it's really directing your thoughts or acknowledging those thoughts that are coming up. You say thank you to them, and you want to clear them, but you want to be relaxed. You know, once you're relaxed, you can really tap into the collective consciousness and your higher self, and really just feel clear. And that's what I did, and it worked out great for me. Other things happened to me during meditation, but you know, that is definitely. So we have visualization, we have positive self-talk, and we have meditation. There is one more, and that is, I believe, affirmations. So affirmations, positive self-talk, visualization, and meditation. So those are the 4 techniques that you need to start ASAP, right away, to start changing the mindset from a negative mindset to a positive mindset. And all sorts of things is the whole basis of this is that things are going to start attracting to you now. The people, the resources, you know, the education, the tools, you know, everything that you need. Even you attracting me right now and watching this video is a magnetic pull inside the universe that says, hey, these 2 are going to need each other, okay? And we're we're gonna attract it because maybe this person's been asking for it, and this person has the answer. So we're going to attract each other, and I want to thank you and thank your genius for attracting me today. All right, so we've been through a lot. We've been through the 3 success mindset tips, you know, to get you in that success mindset zone. And this is real, and I'm going to say, and I'm going to repeat this constantly, it's not going to be easy. Okay, but why do you want it to be easy? Success is not easy. Success should be hard because it's going to take some dedication. It's going to take some time, some term from you. So the term is time, energy, resources, right? And what's M? Money. It might take some money. Okay, again, I had to get a mentor. I had to get a coach. I had to, you know, invest in this business, invest in equipment, invest in things to get my message forward, invest in ads. Like, it's real. Like, don't think that money is some eliminating thing. Money is God in action. That's all money is. It's a tool. It's a resource to make your life better. Don't be even scared of the term money. Okay. So you can't even see that, but I want you to go out there, and I want you to enjoy the rest of your day. But I also want you to think about this. If you need to watch it again because maybe some things just slipped, watch it again. That's fine. Take your time with this. Personal development is a journey, man. This shit is not just, oh my God, I gotta rush to it, I gotta run to it. I understand a quick flip success game. A lot of people are giving you quick flip success games. That's fine. Let them do it. But I want to be at the table with you. I want to know that you're doing things right, and you're taking the energy and resources, so that when you get to this point, I look at you and we can have that conversation. I look at you and you don't, and I'm like, something's a little off here. You know, I want things to be off. I want things to be on all the time. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Remember, I have an ebook that's out right now. I have my book that's out right now. I have tons of video, article. I just need you to be a part of it. The Comfort Killers. Yes, baby. You kill time, we kill comfort. I know you're killing your comfort, and that's what we do here at the Comfort Killers. I am Stacey A. Cross. There is no E in my name. Follow the next steps below, and let's take it there. I am.